Hello, my name is Hamza and I am a Conservation Manager for the Stephen Cox Garden Trust. I am currently an undergraduate aerospace engineering student, so one might be surprised by my involvement and interest in conservation. In fact, my interest in the environment stems directly from my aviation passions. As I progressed through my studies, I was taught about the impact of aircraft on the environment, and it was emphasized that my future role as an engineer could possibly be to innovate aircraft that can fly in harmony with the environment without polluting it. After hearing this, I began researching about the environment and all the other factors and sectors that are having the biggest impact on it, and realized just how badly the human species has been treating the environment recently and how much we have been taking it for granted. Now we have left ourselves in a position where it could be near impossible to restore the environment to its former glory, meaning that future generations may not be able to enjoy nature as we were so luckily able to. This revelation led me on a search to find a way that I could convert some of my free time into a role that would allow me to play my part in protecting the planet. This ultimately led me to the Stephen Cox Garden Trust, where I took on the role of a conservation manager. This role involves creating documents such as information sheets, leaflets, etc., and videos like these that can be distributed to the public in order to educate them on conservation and encourage them to play their part in protecting the environment. I firmly believe that if every single one of us on this planet even makes the tiniest of change to our lifestyle or does the bare minimum for the environment, then it will reap major benefits for the future health of this planet. I also believe that as inhabitants of this planet, it is our responsibility and duty to care for it. The topic that I focused on during my time with the Trust was how renewable energy technology could be used as a green way to produce electricity to power the planet. I focused my attention on the most common, well-known and most accessible renewable technologies, which are solar and wind power. The amount of sunlight that reaches the Earth's surface in just 90 minutes is enough to power it for an entire year. Solar power involves the use of solar panels to harvest energy from the sun to produce electricity. Wind power is a renewable energy technology that extracts electrical energy from the wind using wind turbines. The wind causes the turbine blades to spin, and the kinetic energy of the spinning blade is converted into electricity. An interesting new application of solar technology that I came across was that some cities and parks across the globe are starting to implement solar benches. These aren't just for sitting on, but they are able to generate and store solar power within them. The benches come equipped with power outlets and wireless charging pads, which can be used to charge mobile phones, electric bicycles, and electric scooters. The electricity stored in these benches can also be used to power nearby street lights, pathway lights, and traffic lights. If that wasn't enough, these benches are also equipped with Wi-Fi, night lights, and environmental sensors. This technology is amazing as it adds so many convenient features to something that is just a simple bench. One of the coolest new wind power technologies that I came across are wind harvesting trees. Trees are one of the strongest natural structures and are able to withstand gale forces. Therefore, trees are currently inspiring engineers who are designing artificial wind harvesting trees which resemble natural trees but are capable of converting the motion of the tree and leaves in the wind into electricity. This is amazing as it means the trees can be placed within cities in large quantities, low to the ground, without causing any obtrusion. Obviously, the key benefit of solar power and wind power is that they are renewable clean energy sources. They do not cause any pollution to the environment, nor do they contribute to global warming. If the wind keeps blowing and the sun keeps shining, these forms of electricity will never run out. Although it is possible to install a wind turbine at home in your garden, that has not become very common yet. However, solar panels are something you see on a lot of houses. Well, having solar panels or a wind turbine at home can save you a lot of money on your electricity bill, with the Energy Saving Trust estimating that a typical rooftop solar panel arrangement can knock off anywhere between £90 to £240 per year off your bill. In addition to these savings, having renewable energy at home can earn you some money too. The recent launch of a UK government scheme allows any of your unused renewable electricity to be sent to the national grid to supply other buildings with clean energy. You will be paid for any electricity that enters the grid in this way. All these savings quickly add up and will offset the initial cost of purchasing the wind turbine or solar panels in no time. For solar panels, they require little maintenance. When first installing the panels, they can be up and running in less than a day. Really, the only maintenance that they need is to be kept clean by wiping them down with a wet cloth a few times each year. You can do this yourself, or if you would prefer a professional to do so, the service will cost as little as £30. The main drawback of wind power and solar power is that they are weather dependent. i.e. when there is no sunlight, the solar panels cannot produce electricity, and when there is no wind, the wind turbines cannot produce electricity. However, the easiest way to overcome this is to install solar panels and wind turbines in parallel. Therefore, during the day when there is plenty of sunlight, the solar panels can produce electricity, and at night when there is plenty of wind but no sunlight, the wind turbines can produce electricity. This video has been a quick insight into my time with the Stephen Cox Garden Trust and some of the research that I participated in during my role as a conservation manager. I hope you found this video to be both informative and entertaining. Thanks for watching.